Hey guys, welcome back to MoviePOP. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm totally ready to talk to you about Adam Sandler's breakthrough performance since Punch Drunk Love. It's the Safdie Brothers' newest film. It's called Uncut Gems. Let's cut into this bad boy and find out what it's all about.
I made a crazy risk, a gamble, and it's about to pay off.
So I want the Celtics to cover. I want the Celtics halftime. I want Garnett points and rebounds.
What do you know?
I don't know. I just know.
Well, I'll tell you what I know. It's the dumbest fucking bet I ever heard of.
I disagree. I disagree, Gary.
Uncut Gems reaffirms the Safdies as masters of anxiety-inducing cinema. Shit, you can definitely say that 2 times over. And proves Adam Sandler remains a formidable dramatic actor when given the right material. Damn, if that is not a perfect encapsulation of this film, my God, guys. It's currently holding on Rotten Tomatoes 93% from critics, which of course, thank you critics, you've got it right. Audiences, what the fuck? 55%. Okay. Obviously, audiences, you are a bunch of knuckle-dragging heathens if you did not understand this film. If this film rubbed you the wrong way, and as I mentioned in this previous consensus, that it is an anxiety-provoking film, and if it bothered you in that sense and made you feel uncomfortable, made you feel something, then that's a credit you have to give the filmmakers to do, because that does not come effortlessly. Prime example being The Rise of Skywalker, which is the tentpole film of the end of this year, which I've seen twice now and has yet to invoke any semblance of emotion out of me whatsoever. This film, holy shit balls, guys. It is definitely anxiety provoking. The whole time I'm like biting my nails, like, oh, don't do that. Oh, are you serious? Are you doing that? Oh, this situation is building up tensely from the beginning on the go. It outlines Adam Sandler as a jewelry salesman slash pawn. Like he's kind of a scummy guy. He's pawning off other people's property to pay off Sally, to pay Harry, making bets with other people's money. He's basically just trying to keep his head above water, even though it seems like he has a very good family life. He's very well off, but he's trying to gain more. He's living in New York City, and of course, trying to keep up with the Joneses in such a metropolis as New York is. The desire and the greed for more consumes him, and ultimately reaches his demise. And guys, an expertly crafted film. The cinematography, the score, the acting, the screenplay. I mean, every single possible axiom you could hope that a film of such high regard from critics would in fact embody is definitely present in this film. And during this season, awards season, we're seeing all these fantastic Oscar contender films coming out, Uncut Gems being amongst one of them. It's definitely worth the hype. It's one of the best films I've seen all year, hands down. I'm so happy to see Adam Sandler deliver this Oscar-worthy performance. You feel for this guy, despite him being a scumbag in a sense. He's definitely a scumbag. He's got marital problems. He's got financial problems. He's got business problems. He's got ethical problems. He's not a down and out bad guy per se, but he's playing what you can argue is a rigged game economically for us all. More or less, he's not playing by the rules, but he's not necessarily breaking them. And to that point, this film could have easily delved into being typical knuckle-dragging, action-heavy, bang, bang, shoot-'em-up kind of film where you've got mafiosos or heavy-handed, gun runners shooting up people in Adam Sandler in an impossible shootout stake, and Adam Sandler, pulling out a gun and defending himself and all that crap. None of that happened whatsoever. It was so grounded in reality. Adam Sandler, being who he is physically, doesn't have the physical capability to defend himself, But he's not about to cross that line and get a gun and, like, you know, even point it at somebody. Because in reality, I mean, at what point would you really have to, pull out a gun to shoot someone and kill someone and face the repercussions of that? And to that point, similarly, those who are in the criminal underworld or more shady underside of our economic system, would you really, like, consider killing someone? And at what point would you do that? For the most part, none of the people in this film do that. And it grounds you in a reality where you have this brutal physicality between characters and action set pieces that are based upon man versus man with your bare knuckles, your wits, and that's it. And, you know, you're watching Adam Sandler go through a sequence of events where he's trying to basically keep himself above water the whole time. And it's a disaster that ultimately just comes to a shocking conclusion. Kept me on the edge of my seat. Literally, I had a guy next to me just scream out like, "What the fuck?" at the end of this film. I felt the same way. It was just like, damn, like, oh, you don't leave this film feeling good at all, but you leave shocked, on the edge of your seat. Not only for the narrative, not only for the fantastic direction the Safdie Brothers have crafted for this brilliant film, but also the performance of Adam Sandler and company in this movie. I'm going to have to say, guys, it's not a perfect film, because there were a couple times throughout this movie where I'm like, damn it, dude, like, really, you're acting like a dumbass. Like, if you didn't do this one thing, another thing wouldn't happen, and you wouldn't have to worry about resolving it later. And these kind of issues kind of compound upon themselves throughout the runtime of this film. But, you know, they're narrative shortcuts to suspense and tension building, and I understand what they're doing, and I give it a pass, ultimately, because they are kind of small things to poke at. Especially in context of the larger just brilliance that this film has to offer. It's not like anything we've seen recently, and I commend them for that. First thing I'm thinking of is Martin Scorsese's Irishman. As brilliant as it was, at no point was I on the edge of my seat, gripping the handles of it, engaged and emoting with the characters on screen. I didn't have that emotional resonance. So for that, I commend them. Guys, 4 out of 5 bags of popcorn, 4 Uncut Gems. It's a fantastic film. Please go see this movie in theaters. Support Adam Sandler for his first good movie since he's done all those crappy Netflix comedies. Bro, you just need to cut that out and just stick to this, because you are firing on all cylinders. Adam Sandler, hats off to you, sir. I commend you. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the review for Uncut Gems. Stick around, because we've got trailer reactions for The Rise of Skywalker spoiler review coming at the end credits of this video. And make sure to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram at MoviePOP Official, on Twitter at RealMoviePop. We've got all the links down below. Make sure to like this video if you enjoy the content, you enjoy me, I'm not bugging you. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about this movie or anything else that's on your mind regarding cinema, this channel, or you just want to say, hey sexy. And as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and Happy New Year.